Hey guys, what's going on? Will here, Flawless Exotic Creations. We're coming to you with another video today. Third video this week. And this is going to be a part of the Get Established series. This series is really directed toward a breeder or keeper who has aspirations to breed. And from our perspective, the things that's worked for us, the things that don't work for us, the transparency that we give you in all of our videos and content, putting it out there and trying to streamline it in a manner to hit a playlist and be able to kind of watch it from beginning to end, and hopefully be able to take some of the flawless jewels and put it in your toolbox and apply it to whatever your game plan may be. Well, there's so many genes in the game that it's almost an infinite amount of routes and avenues you can kind of go down. That being said, you want to also make sure that you don't have certain things lingering over your head that will ultimately interfere with all your goals, all your planning, and all your breeding, all your potential, everything, which will be your budget. You want to make sure that you keep revisiting that topic on budget, because it's extremely important. I'll tell you short kind of little synopsis of our kind of setup of what we have so far. There's I guess you would say a large collection, but I think it's a small collection compared to our mentors and the people we look up to. That being said, for now, the bulk of the spending is done, and we spent a ton of money. We've done videos kind of detailing it in the past. We're well into the six figures, and you have to be mindful of what is your expectations on your ROI, your return on your investment. But before you get there, can you maintain your weekly, your monthly, your yearly? What's your continued spending? We put forth a game plan for ourselves to buy into certain projects pretty steeply on the male side, moderately on the female side. Now we're hitting kind of a routine of being able to kind of breathe a little bit and start, I guess you could say, reining things in, because now we're producing some very nice quality, I say high quality, but nice quality holdbacks that still is going to take us 2 to 3 years to grow those females out, and they will be standouts for us, but we won't stop there. We're going to keep kind of leapfrogging, but at the same time, during that 2 to 3 years, we're in those same projects. We probably have 10 different projects that we're trying to kind of focus on. We are going to have to buy males again, so you're going to be turning over revenue that you bring in and you're thinking you're able to pocket to reinvest back into the business. So ultimately, where does that take you? For us, it is not a never-ending story. We don't really see it that way. We want to create some very beautiful and cool animals. We're having a lot of fun with it. But the number one thing, as soon as we got through the door, that I was able to identify for us was we need to see how can we have a level playing field for us, a good start. And it's going to take more than certain single gene females that we may have in the tubs. But just because you start at one spot does not mean you stay there. That's why Darren over at Sloan Morris, we always talk about leveling up, utilizing the Ozzy method that I've observed on what he does, and constantly wanting to better our collection. So that's not saying that in 10 years we're going to stop doing that. It's just it's going to take longer and longer to hit certain combinations that we desire as our aspirations and dreams and goals and things change along the way. So I say all of this to make sure that you have a budget in mind, monthly, weekly, monthly, yearly, a reinvestment budget on what you're going to allow yourself to reinvest back into your hobby comfortably, to make sure that you're doing that responsibly and not taking away from your everyday life needs. because that will cause a problem. And if you have a significant other, I'm sure you guys are going to fall out over that. But that's why Audrey and myself, we're a team. We talk about these things. Some things I kind of do on the fly, some things she do on the fly, but we have an understanding that, whatever she does or whatever I do is going to be for the betterment of our family. So we don't really have any issues whatsoever when it comes to making decisions. Budgeting is important because if you can't afford feeding, okay, if you can't afford husbandry supplies, bedding, and things of that sort, then how can you afford to keep your animals? And how can you afford to focus on continuing your breeding programs and projects and caring for your animals if you can't tend to their week-to-week, day-to-day needs? So we have to do this thing responsibly. So this Get Established series is talking about budget. So make sure that you literally, if you have to put it on pen and paper, allocate a budget to your hobby. If this is where you're having your enjoyment and you're having your fun, make sure that you can sit down and program yourself to say, hey, I have this many males or this many females. This is my plan. This is my goal. This is where I'm perceiving that it should temporarily end at, meaning obtaining certain goal, but when you do that, you're going to create a new goal. But how long your time frame shall be to reach that goal. So the underlying things that's going to be taking place that you need to evaluate are you breeding your rodents? Okay, you're buying your rodents. That's fine. Make sure you have enough finances to be able to withstand that. Okay, you're going to cut out that and you're going to produce your own rodents. Well, that's still going to take finances, and it's going to take back work and time away from your family and your day every single week to clean rodents, count rodents. You're going to be sorting rodents, the whole night. It's like literally a whole nother full-time job. I'm thankful that Audra loves to do it. And we still buy rodents. So we kind of did it in a different manner. We set our budget at 15 grand a year to purchase rodents. That's the same that it was last year. It was 15,000 to purchase rodents last year. We got really, really close to the budget, but that also included buying all the supplies and everything we needed to start breeding and producing pups and things of our own. So a lot of the construction material went into that budget, but we were allotting 15 grand for the entire year for our entire breeding operation. This year, from building that and breeding some of our own rodents and still incurring all the costs of, bedding and rodent food and everything else, now, we're already over half the year and we're right around 4 grand right now as far as on rodents, as far as buying rodents and caring for the rodents. So we're projecting on possibly being able to save over $4,000 of that budget. But like I said, you want to make sure that you're moving money around to make sure that you can take care of all your responsibilities when it comes to real life. So hopefully at the end of the year, that money will be still left in that account, and we can now utilize that money to buy forward in a certain program, and it don't necessarily have to come out of the investment fund or the ROI fund. We can actually take it from the rodent fund and now invest that into actual snakes, which ultimately we will now go back to the drawing board and adjust the budget for rodents down, so we're not overshooting that by so much. But again, this is year 2. We're going to make adjustments, and we're going to keep you guys appraised of everything that we do. Comment down below on different topics you would like to hear about as far as a new breeder or intermediate breeder or even an experienced breeder, on different perspectives when it comes to marketing, advertising, just trying to get yourselves out there. I would love to hear some of the things that you guys do to put yourselves out there. What has been success for you? We are not know-it-alls. We are trying to educate ourselves as well. We can take criticism, the whole 9 yards, because we want to learn in this thing just like you guys want to learn in this thing, and we want to all be successful. Hopefully this video finds you guys doing well. Hopefully you guys enjoy your Saturday. And again, we love you guys. We appreciate you guys. Hit the subscribe button, notification bell. We're going to keep rocking and rolling with these videos. Will Flawless Exotic Creations, and we out.